Hey everybody, so today we're comparing melamine sponges. We've got 3 different sponges that we are looking at today. The one we have used since we opened this office is the Sponge Outlet Melamine Sponge. You can get these for 35 cents from Sponge Outlet. You can occasionally find them on sale. The most I've ever seen is 15% off for 30 cents per sponge. If you take a look at it, it's about what you'd expect, but one thing to notice is that it is not super dense. There are bubbles, there is a lot of give in it, but it is the sponge that we have been using since day one. The second one is another sponge offered by Sponge Outlet. It has the yellow sponge non-melamine in the middle. It's designed to help keep that melamine attached to the sponge together a little bit longer so that you can scrub more with it ideally. You can get these from Sponge Outlet for 50 cents a piece. You may be able to find it on sale as well for about 15% off. We haven't looked for that. Now Bold Clean does offer a version of this that is 44 cents per sponge. We did not order that to test it because it is only available in a very large pack. It's about $200 per purchase, but that is another option that is out there. It's the same sponge, the same material. You get about the same thickness of the melamine. It's a little bit different shape. You've got it a little bit narrower and a little bit longer, but it's the same material, same sponginess with the bubbles that you can see on there and everything like that. The third option is from Bold Clean. This one you can immediately tell when you pick it up that it's a little bit different. It feels denser. It's hard to squeeze. If you can, take a close-up look, it's got less kind of bubbles and different air in there, so it seems like it's got more melamine material. These are available from Bold Clean for 27 cents, so this one is by far the cheapest option available. So we're gonna do some testing, take a look at this, and then we'll come back and see how the 3 of these compare when used out in the field. All right, so we just finished our testing. We had 3 cleaners scrub the floor of a public commercial bathroom for 5 minutes apiece with these sponges so that we could see how they would wear in real world use. So by far, the one that weared the most is the one that we've been using. The Sponge Outlet Melamine Sponge, you can tell it doesn't even have its shape anymore. It is worn down and has less than half the material that it started with here. It worked for the 5 minutes, but it's not going to be able to be used for much longer before it starts falling apart. The Sponge Outlet sponge with the yellow sponge or the colored sponge in the middle, it has a lot more material left in there, but it has started to lose some of the shape integrity over those 5 minutes. You can see it's worn down. The integrity of the shape and the sponge is definitely, not the original shape. So it definitely held up better than it did without that colored sponge material in the middle. So if you were deciding between these two, This one is definitely the better deal. It looks like you're going to get at least, you know, it's about 50% more in price, but you're probably going to get at least twice the scrubbing with this one than you would the base sponge alone. Now with the Bold Clean sponge, this one still has the exact same shape, the exact same integrity of the sponge as is there. We use this for 5 minutes in the same place. You can see it's disgusting, it's filthy, it was a disgusting floor, but it still looks exactly the same. It's got a couple cracks from wear, but you could, you know, rinse this off and continue using it to clean the floor for a lot longer. So this Bold Clean sponge that was the cheapest option, that was the densest option, is the one that held up the best through our tests, and is the one that once we run out of the sponge outlet sponges that we have right now, we're going to start using these Bold Clean sponges that were significantly cheaper. Now I would love to see a test between this and the Bold Clean sponge that has the colored sponge in the middle. The difference that the colored sponge made from this sponge to this sponge was significant, and so with the greater integrity of the melamine from Bold Clean, if that same improvement comes from having that other material in the middle, then that Bold Clean sponge with the colored sponge in the middle at 44 cents a piece might by far be the best option. But for the cheapest option, this one is definitely held up the best through our tests and is the one that we're going to start using here in Salt Lake. Hope this was valuable for you guys. Thanks and good luck.